your dance instructor, your therapist, the daughter you never had. I'm going to be don't laugh at my jokes. I will also be your swimming instructor. I'm totally kidding. I don't know how to swim, so unfortunately you're on your own for that one. Well, we're going to begin our journey down the Amazon River in the heart of the rainforest where it rains up to 497 days a year. That is almost every single day, believe it or not. Up here on our left, the first thing we're going to be passing is Inspiration Falls. Everybody say, ooh. Everybody say, ah. You know, they say it is called Inspiration Falls because if you stare at its rushing water long enough, the word will inspire you to go. Deeper and deeper into the jungle. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty inspired. So let's continue down the Congo River and see just how far we can go. Now, if anybody here has never seen the Jungle Book, I do have amazing news for you. It is right there. You're welcome. We really changed lives here at the Jungle Cruise. Up ahead, we're going to be passing a real fan favorite. It is called Boats, Baits, and Bites. You know, usually they do tend to lure in quite the crowd, but I can't seem to see anybody. Canoe? Yeah, it's the best joke I'm going to tell the whole time. I'm so sorry. Up here on our left, we're going to be passing one of our most lovable creatures here in the jungle. It is a python. They can get quite the crush on you. Definitely a constricting relationship. You don't want to get wrapped up into. Do not ask me how I know that. Up ahead, we are going to be passing by my camp, which, as you can see, has been taken over by gorillas for the fourth time this week. And this is really great news. And over look what they did to my Jeep. They painted it blue. Well, I think it's best we head on out of here and continue down the Nile River. You know, it is the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles. And Niles. And Niles. Oh, if you don't believe me, then you are in disbelief. Up here on our left, we're going to be passing by an African elephant. Now, did you all know that elephants have the greatest memory of all the animals in the jungle? I wish I had a memory like that. Alright, folks, up here on our right, we're going to be passing by an African elephant. Now, did you all know that elephants have the greatest memory of all the animals in the jungle? I know! I wish I had a memory like that. Well, we are passing by our sandstone rock formation. It is one of our bolder attractions. A lot of people do take it for granted, but personally, I think it kind of rocks. Alright, folks, we're going to start making our way into the African veldt, and you're going to see an amazing variety of animals. Up in the back, we have some tall, spotty horses. Over there, we have some scary-looking chickens. Look at all those chickens. Up in the back, we have some stripy horses. And then if you look up on the rocks, you're going to see a pride of lions watching over a sleeping stripy horse. That is so sweet of them. Yeah, he does kind of look dead. Dead, tired. Well, I think it's supposed to be let him rest in pieces. Just head on out of here. Okay. This is awkward. Yeah, this is slightly embarrassing. So, I have been with Skipper Felix, and I have told him over and over and over again to not provoke the wildlife. But hey, I'm just a lowly little skipper. What do I know? Well, I'm sure they all got the point of it in the end. Alright, folks, we're going to start making our way into crocodile country. As we round this corner up here on the right, we are going to be passing by a pair of crocs. That big one on the left is named Smiley. Yeah, look at his cute little smile. Now, the one next to him is named Ginger, but do be careful with Ginger, folks, because Ginger snaps. Yeah, she really is one tough cookie. Alright, folks, if you all look straight ahead, you're going to see the most beautiful part of our tour. And then if you all look behind me, you're going to be seeing Stripes. It is named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert. You don't want to be over my name, totally. Don't worry about it. We will be going over that later. A question that a lot of people like to ask me is, Skipper Deirdre, how did you land your job at the Jungle Cruise? And I will say it is pretty plain to see. I took a crash course and I've just been winging it ever since. Unfortunately, my career never really took off quite like I thought it would. And my parents are super proud of my sister. Yeah, she's a lawyer, and I dropped out of college to drive boats in circles all day. So you guys who the favorite is. Well, anyways, it looks like we're now heading into hungry hippo territory. You know, last week they did sink 6 boats. But totally don't worry. Do not stress. Only 5 of them are mine. Yeah, which is a lot better than the week before. I did sink 14 in 3 days. I wouldn't really say I've improved per se. They kind of just stopped letting me drive as many boats. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Another thing that people like to tell me all the time is, Skipper Deirdre, your job is so easy a monkey could do it. And I'm here to prove you all wrong. Because those are chips. They're not even doing a good job. His microphone's now plugged in, so no one is laughing at his jokes. It almost feels like it's a coincidence or something. I don't know. Up here on our left, we are passing by a a couple more chips. They're having a little snack of some bread and butterflies. You know, those butterflies really are not what they used to be. Caterpillars. Alright folks, it is the moment that you have all been waiting for. It is the reason that many of you rode the Jungle Cruise today. It is the amazing, the magnificent, it is the eighth wonder of the world. Yeah, that one never gets old. Unless you're me. Then you take a seat about every 10 to 12 minutes or hours on end every single day while people stare at you in confusion. Yeah, I really am living the dream. Not mine, but probably somebody's out there. Anyways, let's continue down the Mekong River in Cambodia. I don't know about you guys, but that scary looking temple up there is Mekong me nervous. You know, it looks just like the one they told me not to drive into. But unfortunately, I do not know how to turn around, so it's really nice meeting you guys.
To make the carpet tip forward or back, riders in the back row should press that magic scarab. Everyone ready? Let's fly to Agrabah! Stay seated until your magic carpet comes to a complete stop, then walk to the nearest exit. Hope you're on a magical ride. See you soon!
What about any shoelace, Mr.
Black Pirate, please gather your treasures and lock yourself to abandoned ship.
Pretty good soldier boy. Pretty good soldier boy. How do you do? My best means leave me alone.
So why around this new for a little bit of adventure?
Say goodbye to me down at the lobby place where I used to go.
Yeah, but man, this is all fun enough. Now get down from that tree. We gotta catch us that rabbit what's making a fool out of you.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm so glad to be here and he's here to stay. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Home sweet home is the name today. Don't you know?
Delight. Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look alive and we continue. And let's all stay together, please.
Will materialize only if you remain quiet and secret at all times. Oh yes, and
fun. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Oh, the fun. That there be doing
Sound last bell. Leadsman, sound off. Give me a depth reading by the mark.
By the mark. Halfway. Mark 1. Mark 20.
Steady as she goes. Captain?
Welcome aboard the Liberty Bell. I'm your captain, Horace Bixby, and my pilot with me here on the Texas deck is a young cub that goes by the name of Sam Clemens. He's marking his 100th voyage down the river today with nary a calamity on his watch so far. Sam knows this river like his own backyard. Sam, tell our guest everything you know about this river.
Well now, I always figure it is better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than to open it and remove all doubt. But I will tell you this, I love this river more than anything else. I've loved this river even from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those handrails. They're the only thing between you and the river, and the river don't always take so I wouldn't lean out beyond those rails for that reason either. Now, for those of you on the port side, that river town we're passing is Frontierland. A few years back, it was no more than a boom town carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, gentility and decorum are running rampant. Oh, it still has its share of footloose trappers, keel boaters, prospectors, and an Indian or two, but mostly it's flush time and well on its way to becoming a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. It takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside the riverbank. You know, it seems to me that when I was young, I could remember everything, whether it happened or not. But as I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all. See that peak just beyond the outskirts of Frontierland? That's Chickapin Hill, or at least it used to be. Dam burst a few years back, and folks have been calling it Splash Mountain ever since. Some have even taken to riding hollowed-out logs over the big falls. Seems far-fetched, I know, but it's the truth. All my life, it seems I never could tell a lie that anybody would doubt, nor a truth that anybody would believe. But believe me when I tell you, truth is the most valuable thing we have. So I make sure I only use it for the contrary. That island over across the way, on the starboard side, was my stomping grounds when I was young. Exceedingly young. Marvelously young. Young by hundreds of years. Younger than I will ever be again. It's called Tom Sawyer's Island, and is named for a friend from my boyhood. Even today, the only way you can get there is by raft. Old Man Harper's grain mill is there, back in the woods just off Tom's Landing. And that's Muff Potter's pond and his windmill. We almost hanged one once. And there's Huck's Landing. I always did like Huck. He could swear just wonderful. He and Tom and I spent most of our wild and reckless youth exploring that island. Lots of caves, lots of adventure, if you know where to look. And we all knew where to look. That's Superstition Bridge. It connects the big island to the little one. And if you follow the wilderness trail there, it'll lead you right up to the gates of Fort Langhorne. It's the last trading outpost before we head into Indian country. Look off to the port side there. Every now and then, the water under that crest of rock comes to a natural boil and spurts out all over the place like a tea kettle left on fire too long. The Indians around here used to tell me these geysers were actually unfriendly spirits, upset by uninvited trespassers traipsing all over their sacred hunting ground. Be that as it may, that's Big Thunder Mountain poking up in the sky over there. The Indians named it that because of the sound the falls used to make when the big rains came. Then the miners and prospectors and get-rich-quick speculators showed up, and the name stuck because of the sound of blasting powder going off every few minutes. There's not so much blasting these days, just ghost stories about a runaway mine train loaded down with simple-hearted, terror-filled folks like you. Well, I'll be. Look who's drifted out of the bayou. Off to port, Captain. It's Beacon Joe.
Old Beacon's been marking this river for longer than I can remember. Every time the river cuts a new channel, Old Beacon puts out a marker to let us know whether it's safe to travel or not. However, Sam here has been bragging that if push came to shove, he could navigate the Liberty Bell on a heavy dew. Isn't that so, Sam?
Well, I was born humble, Captain, but mostly it's worn off. Captain, Indian village to port.
Now that's something you don't see much out this way. That's an Algonquin Indian village. Looks to be from the Powhatan tribe. But usually they stay further east. I've seen Seminole and Miami this far west. And of course Shoshone, Blackfeet, and Crow, but I've never seen Algonquins out here.
Lots of game out this way. I've seen moose and deer and plenty of other critters along the shoreline.
Could be why the Powhatans are out this far. You know, just following the food trail. That other village off to port has been here a while. Most of the Indians along the river don't quite know what to make of our steamboat. They call it Penalore, which means fire canoe, because of the smoke and sparks pouring out of our topstack. The first time we passed this way, they thought it was the return of one of their heavenly messengers. They said our riverboat was a comet of the sun. Just beyond the village, up that hill, is their sacred burial ground. And those who fall in battle are placed atop the traditional bed of death. After nightfall, they'll return to mourn the great warriors who brought honor to the tribe.
Attention deck watch. Shoals to port and starboard. Engine room, steady on.
We're entering shallow water, but there's no cause for worry. Sam knows every shoal and shallow, every snag and sandbar in this part of the river, and he'll navigate us through to safe water. You wouldn't steer us wrong, would you, Sam?
I believe we ought never to do wrong, Captain, especially when others are looking. Leadsman, sing out.
By the mark, forward, waterless free. Half wait, half twin, half part twain. Waterless. Red flag touches.
Those of you that have been this way before know that the water can get fairly shallow along this stretch of the river. The leadsmen call out the depth. Each mark is a fathom or 6 feet. Mark Twain is 2 fathoms, and for us that means safe water.
Folks on deck look past the trees on the island. That's Fort Langhorne. Most of these old forts started out as trading posts. Then as settlers started heading west, the army came in and took them over. My feeling is, these days, there's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization than is truly necessary. Leadsman, give me a depth reading. Sing out.
By the mark, halfway, upward, halfway, no bottom, safe water, halfway, safe passage.
You see that brick mansion back over yonder there in the woods? I've heard folks hereabouts say it's haunted. They say it was built on sacred Indian burial grounds, so now it's filled with spirits. If you ask me, I'd say the ones telling those tales are the ones filled with spirits. If you want proof, just ask them. They got it. About 100 proof, I reckon. And whatever you do, don't strike any matches if they ain't breathe in your direction. You won't just be seeing ghosts. You'll be joining them. We're approaching Liberty Square, which is home port for us. We'll be putting into dock shortly, so those of you on the upper 2 decks might be of a mind to collect all your parcels and head to the lower deck. If you got young'uns, you'll want to take them in hand before they get out of hand. On behalf of the captain, myself, and the crew, thanks for flying the waterways with us, and I hope I see you next time round the river bend.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for traveling the rivers of America with us today.
Engine room. Approach levee at 1/4 steam. Man the bow line. Purser, check freight and cargo. All hands prepare to dock. All passengers, stand by to go ashore.
Welcome back to Liberty Square. At this time, please gather your personal belongings. Don't keep standing here. Don't make you wait down to the lowest one. That's it. First I see that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
complete stop at the dock, and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop at the dock, and you are asked to disembark. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque.
Come dance with me. bust right out of the ride. Watch out for everyone's and mortals. They steal honey. Steal honey. Bust right out of the ride.
Once you love it, you'll find that they love it because they so love the bakery products. But if they see them
together to sing.
Hooray! Hooray for Pooh, too!
Let's start the party with all my houses.
Watch your step. Please do not lift up on your safety bar. It will lift automatically. Then exit to your right onto the moving belt and watch your step. Do not let go on the safety bar.
She's a hill fairy, alright. Don't touch pennies as I hope.
Yes, I do.
Next laryngitis, not good shit.
Shining, gonna kiss me good. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, in the silence.
Lightyear, over and out.
All right, stand by.
Space Rangers, say course for Planet Z. Stand by to disengage autopilot. You've got the stick, Space Rangers. Set course for Planet Z. The thumb trigger on your laser cannon fires a single ion pulse. After it, Zerg's forces will crank out.
These power-hungry robots are Zerg's first line of defense. Neutralize them with your laser cannons. Stabilize your flight path. Aim for the Z's.
And their little green friends too.
Maximum accelerator.
Follow Zerg. Miserable do-gooders, tight-sized pipsqueaks.
Joystick disabled. Prepare. Re-entry.
Attention, Space Rangers. Your mission has been temporarily deactivated for your safety. Please remain seated at all times. Start command over now.
Or to review your score. And remember, to infinity and beyond. Review your score. And remember, to infinity and beyond. Get the status for and review your score. Remember, to infinity and beyond.
Close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. and please supervise younger beings. Stay clear of the doors, which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuida a sus niños. Gracias.
Please step carefully onto the moving platform, then step into the car. For your safety, remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the PeopleMover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Mark 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster laughs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red lines.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot and a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World? Look, there's even a tiny PeopleMover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny ORAC.
Now to Progress
On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
From Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
This is Starboard 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
Relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the Coral Rooms of Pisces 7. You H2 owe it to yourself. Book today.
Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow, please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you. Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets.
The next station is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the Carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Rangers, report to your Star Cruiser and join me on this daring space station against the evil Emperor's order.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us. This show.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Transit Authority Station.
My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit. Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. And even though we're concluding, this is always my favorite.
Just a friendly reminder for me too, all time. Thank you.
All right, today. See you in the future.
This is the TTA food line.
Until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Oh, you're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. Tomorrow, just a dream away.
Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days. And I even hear tell about two brothers from North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Closer to home, we've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And that reservoir keeps 5 gallons of water hot in just 3 buckets of coal. Oh boy, it sure beats chopping wood. And isn't our new ice box a beauty? Look at that, holds 50 pounds of ice. Milk doesn't sour as quick as it used to. And our dog Rover here keeps the water in the drip pan from overflowing. It wasn't too long ago we had to carry water from a well. And thanks to progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say, Mother, I was reading about a fellow named Tom Edison who's working on an idea for snap-on electric lights.
Electric lights? No more kerosene, no more gas.
Sarah sure gets to the core of the apple.
But we do have this new wash day marvel. Now it takes me only 5 hours to do the wash. Imagine, it used to take 2 days.
Well, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things
Like canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Well, ovens don't just clean themselves, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get the laundry off the line before it starts raining cats and dogs.
Don't worry, Rover. She didn't mean real dogs. Besides, it's not going to rain today. My lumbago isn't acting up.
I'm not going to say I told you so.
Boy, look at it come down. All you have to do is put your wash on the line, right? Oh well, the cistern was low anyway.
Wow, look at that.
Now, James, I thought I told you to ask my permission before using my new stereoscope. It's not a toy, you know.
Ooh la la. So that's little Egypt doing the hoochie coochie, eh, Dad?
Isn't she a knockout? She's the star of the new World's Fair in St. Louis, and you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me. Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now that is something. It plays music right here in our home.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
She keeps that thing going all day long. Progress.
Oh, Papa.
Yes, Patricia?
Papa, all these people. I'm indecent.
Don't worry, Patricia. They're friends. That's our teenage daughter. She's getting ready to go to a Valentine's dance across town on one of those new horseless trolleys.
I think it's very romantic you're taking Mother out for Valentine's dinner this evening.
Well, you know what kind of sport I am.
I only hope I have an evening as romantic as yours and Mother's.
Now, you be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me?
Yes, Papa.
Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer now. Same kind of thing, different name. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress,
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow behind the bars. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20 some odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horsehide like that new fella Babe Ruth. Jazz music, as the cats meow. And there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. And he's going to talk and sing. Oh, boy, I've got to see that. There goes Schwartz in his Upmobile. He sure loves that horn. You know, in my new Essex, I've got an electric starter. Now I don't have to crank. We can travel from New York to Los Angeles by train in only 3 days. And we've got a house full of new electrical servants. Mr. Edison sure added life to our home. Whoa there, you'll blow a fuse. Drat, that's the 3rd one this week. I buy fuses by the case. Uh-oh, and I've blown the whole neighborhood again. Easy, Rover. Jimmy, hurry up with that fuse.
Shucks! Every time he has company, he blows a fuse. And guess who always has to change it?
I heard that, young man. I heard that.
Oh, well, that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts.
Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program, and
I've decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country. That's a role that really fits me. You know,
I'm so glad we installed an electric light fixture here on the porch, because it's just too darn hot to be sewing inside.
Yes, Sarah. You know, next year I'd like to go as Benedict Arnold.
Wait until you see what I've got planned for the fireworks show tonight.
Rover, don't interrupt while Sarah's interrupting.
And guess who volunteered to choose the music for the program?
I did, Pop. Listen to this.
Oh, that's a nice tune, Jimmy. You know, with our new Crossley radio set, we can get news and big-time entertainment from all over the country, even Pittsburgh.
We're starting to arrive downtown for our spectacular 4th of July parade and fireworks event tonight. Mayor Beaverfield is about...
Oh, Patricia!
Yes, Father?
Better get a move on. The radio says folks are arriving downtown.
Do I really have to go? If my new boyfriend Theodore sees me in this, it'll scare him away.
Well, dear, if that happens, you'll always have that torch you can carry for him.
Oh, Father.
Calm down, Rover. I was only kidding. By the way, we have indoor plumbing now. Oh, boy, that's really great on cold nights, especially for our perennial house guest, old Uncle Orville. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the help wanted ads.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Orville. You know, considering all the... Oh, coming, Martha, as I was saying, considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Just goes to show that
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's a tomorrow, just a dream away.
It's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes, and thanks to our automatic dishwasher, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says, we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? It sure describes my life. I'm involved in something now called commuting. I drive into the city for work all day and then turn right around and drive all the way back. And the highway is crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing.
That's what they call progress, dear.
Yeah, I guess she's right. But we do have television when it works. Gives you something to do after you come home. I kind of like it, you know? Guy named John Cameron Swayze gives us all the news. And then they have all this singing and dancing. A lot of fluff, but it's fun. You know, I predict the day when millions of people will learn Latin and Greek sitting in front of their TV sets.
Are you awake, dear? Give him a left, you big love.
Ah, yes, a new age of electronic civilization is upon us.
Hey, Dad, what do you think of my jack-o'-lantern?
Oh, boy, that's scary.
That's because I'm using my beautiful sister Patty's picture for a model.
Down, Rover. Jim, Rover appreciates your joke.
Now, you're always kidding poor Patty. She's certainly prettier than either of you.
You hear that? My daughter Patty is using that old exercise machine she rescued from the attic. It was all the rage in the 20s. Grandma, of course, had to have one. Didn't work then, doesn't work now. Consistent at least. Makes a lot of noise and blows fuses.
As I was saying, Dad, I think college is really swell. You should give it a try.
Oh, Patty, are you going to the Halloween party tonight?
Oh, yes. And I'm probably going to lose a few more inches by then since I'm going with that Riverboat Wilfred.
Wilfred? What a slut!
He's coming as the headless horseman.
Who is this?
Come on, Ben. That claw hopper Howard you're going with is no rattljack ride.
Oh, poor Howard. I wonder what they said about me when I was dating Sarah. You're lucky, Rover. You don't have to date. Well, we're caught up in the do-it-yourself craze these days. We're remodeling our basement into something called a rumpus room. And we're looking forward to a few rumpuses, I'll tell you, as long as they don't get out of hand.
John, this papering is getting out of hand. I could use a little help.
Now, Sarah, didn't I set up that clever automatic paint stirring machine for you?
Yes, John, you're a genius. Of course, this will ruin my food mixer. Not that you'd care.
Oh, good old Sarah. Always the last laugh. What happened, Sarah?
Oh, you and your progress. That paint mixer of yours just sloshed paint across my rump. A room.
How do you like that? I always say if you're going to be married, marry a girl with a sense of humor. Well, it's time to move on. Let's cheer up Sarah by singing our song. Come on, everybody.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. Man has a dream and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart.
It's a dream come true for you and me.
So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow just a dream away.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
Here goes nothing. Whoa.
All right, here it comes. Oh, you missed him.
Hey everybody, I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Great. Tell the refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Well, it can't quite do that. But I'll show you something it can do. Tree lights 30% brighter.
Oh, that's no big deal. Anybody can do that voice activating stuff. Watch this. Roller, speak.
John, the oven should respond to your voice commands now. Give it a try.
Oh, okay. Here goes. Temperature to 375.
Temperature increase to 375.
Look at that. It even talks back.
Reminds me of certain people I know.
Yeah, right, Dad.
You gotta lose him, Grandma. Bank to the right.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not with an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do.
Ooh, good shot.
Did you see that?
Dad, Grandma's up to 550 points.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now. You know, in my day.
Oh no. You're not going to tell us about the old days when you didn't even have a car phone.
Hey, Trish, for a while we didn't even have a house phone. Not to mention laser discs and high-def TV. Everything is automated today, including that.
No privacy at all around this place.
Sorry, Oracle. Anyway, you guys don't know how good you got it nowadays.
You know, my grandpa told me the very same thing when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975?
Temperature increase to 975. Make mode overload. Command error.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What,
Make mode complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
Man, what a game. I really smoked those guys. Looks like I'm resident flying ace now.
Oh, best 2 out of 3, Grandma.
Later, kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
Who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated.
Attention PeopleMover passengers, please have a seat. Motion will begin immediately.
Tomorrow, shining at the end of every day, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away.
Man has a dream, and that's the start.
He follows his dream with mind and heart.
When it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater. Have a great big beautiful day. And remember, tomorrow is just a dream away.
or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expectant mothers should not ride, and passengers who do not meet the minimum height requirement may not ride. Be sure to supervise children at all times.
Pilots, prepare for liftoff. Astro Orbiter is now beginning its descent. Please remain seated until your rocket ship stops and follow the arrows to the flight. Welcome back, pilots.
Back pilots, please wait till your vehicle comes to a complete stop Exit on the left side of your rocket, gather your personal belongings, and follow the white arrows to the exit. Thank you.